When I read the blessings in Deuteronomy, because, everybody's big on the blessings. I mean, the curses, right? The curses, the curses, the curses. Everybody reads about the curses. And the curses are important because when you read the curses and then you look at people's lives, and then when you look at the blessings and then you look at people's lives, because that's what you're supposed to do. The only thing that you should be comparing your life against is the living word of Yah. And I challenge any preacher, teacher, pastor, elder, bishop, deacon, any one of them, to stand in front of a crowd of people and debate me in this manner. But when it comes to, you know, how you should be living, it clearly talks about the blessings. It talks about um, the flock of thy sheep and the increase of your kind, and it talks about the increase of your storehouses. It talks about the health of thy flock. It talks about the increase of your household. It talks about all of these things on the land in which the Most High Yah has given you. So, the Most High has given me nothing more than I can't handle. But I am blessed. It's a beautiful thing to be blessed, to be able to come and live in a peaceful environment as to where, I can grow my family. And I think, for the most part, this is what people want to achieve. They want to be able to be in a situation as to where they can live a nice, peaceful, and quiet life. And that is the life I live. That is the life I live. I live a nice and peace and quietful life out here in the country. And I'm blessed for it. Um, Great peace to those who love thy law. I mean, I read these things, and these blessings ain't got nothing to do with what another man gives you. It is what you are able to get through the labor of your hands, because he says you will be blessed through the labor of your hands. Everything that you put your hand to, you will be blessed. That's what it talks about. And if people get and understand this, then you'll understand what's going on, because this is in the law. And the letters are not law. The letters are not law. They are letters. They always refer back to the law, and people try and use the letters as law when it's not. It's the law that we should be reviewing. It's the law in which we should be applying in our lives. And you got to understand something. This is a perfect example, right? Uh, let's see. It's okay. There we go. There we go. Uh, Everything that I have achieved out here, I have achieved uh, with the Most High Yah's favor. And now I had to come out here because all of the children that I've had, I've had since moving out here, they're nice and they're blessed and they're healthy. The flock I grew myself. I didn't come out here with this flock. Uh, the Most High gave me the increase. I didn't come out here, with all of this stuff. The Most High gave me the increase. As you see, we have milk goats. You see that? What's up, son? It talks about, an inheritance for your children's children. If you're a manservant or a maidservant, and you have children, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not for you. That doesn't apply to you because you're an indentured servant. You're a maidservant. You're a manservant. And so this is why, you will never see those kind of people have an inheritance for their children's children. This is the law, and a lot of people, it's an uncomfortable thing, but it's just nothing but the truth. It's nothing but the truth. And you see here, my son, he's going to have an inheritance. My sons, they're going to have an inheritance. My daughters will go from my house to their husband's house. And you see, because these are the blessings. This is how we need to be going about doing things uh, to ensure the vitality of our families, to ensure the vitality and the peace of our households. It's not like living in a peaceful environment, because I tell you, when you have the right people, you can continue to live in peace. But when you're surrounded by the wrong people, let me tell you, man, it ain't gonna be nothing but drama. It ain't gonna be nothing but heartache. It ain't gonna be nothing but issues and stuff. Because I mean, people just, people ain't wrapped too tight today. We clearly see that people are just not wrapped too tight today. But if you're able to grow your own food, if you're able to uh, through the blessings of Yah, this is through the blessings of Yah. If you're able to raise your own cattle, I mean, again, a big old 30 by 96 greenhouse. I mean, these are just the blessings, and I was able to get these things as a direct result of being obedient, as a direct result of applying those principles that are found in that word. And I hope this for all people, even my worst enemy, man. I hope it for them as well, because if you have a group of peaceful people that want to apply themselves, put in the hard work, apply themselves, if you have uh, people that is the Most High will give you the increase. He will definitely give you the increase. But if you have people that are lazy, slothful, don't want to work, users, abusers, because the scriptures talk about these people as well. He talks about the wolf in sheep's clothing, and how can you not understand? You gotta be able to read the word and be able to apply it to people, because it's there for your edification, it's there for your education, it's there so that you can understand the difference between the wheat and the tares. You can understand the difference between, because it's amazing, in the end times, right? No matter where you are, it talks about one shall be taken and one shall be left. What is that talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's talking about a separation, but Yah's going to make that ultimate separation. But in the meantime, he gives you those laws so that you can understand um, that you have people that are stage plays. You have people that are users. You have people that are abusers. You have people that are exploiters. And if you don't know that word, man, I'm telling you, you're going to get wrecked big time. Um, I was blessed to not be able to have to go on and work some slave wage Walmart job. Why? Because all of this, as you see, is paid for. See that wood pile right there? Uh, Acquired for free. I just had to work for it. But that powers the all of the cabins in the homes, uh, the storehouse. I mean, the cars. I mean, my woods for all this stuff is paid for. You know, all of this stuff is paid for. So I don't have to get out there and work 60 hours a week for somebody else, or even myself. Because I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing when you don't have a water bill or a light bill or a gas bill or a food bill or a heating bill, um, or a car note. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. But hey, if you know how to live simple, if you know how to uh, produce for yourself, if you'll be willing to work through the labor of your hands. See, I'm not working making up this stuff. But tyranny, they don't want you to experience this. They don't want you to live this way. They want you under bondage, because they know that you're not willing to work. And hey, what does it say? Absolute power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. This is what we're seeing. This is what we're seeing. Be wise. But these are definitely the blessings of Yah. I gotta go. And as you see, I also use this area back here as a gun range. And so I had to fix a couple that fell down, but get out here and do some more playing. I mean, and it's nothing complicated that I put together. Uh, don't you see that? It's a good, if you want to practice on firearms training. I mean, just a good way to go about practicing. And those are my rifle plates right there. But the beautiful thing about that is all this forest. Nobody's over there, so I ain't get to worry about shooting nobody. But you see, I mean, just a excellent way to go about your target practice. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get out here today and do a little bit more practice. But it's just so important to keep your skill sets there. But hey, this is what we're talking about. This is the kind of life that we're talking about. But you have to be willing to put in the work, because if you're not willing to put in the work, guess what? There's someone else that's out there that's going to be more than happy to tell you what to do, where to live, how to live, where to work. Why? Because it's simple. It's not complicated at all. They cannot do it for themselves. But let me continue on to my morning. It's just, you hear children playing, you hear goats running amok, you hear sheep, you hear I tell my son to get off this. This is my little private thing, and he refuses to listen. Yeah, handsomely dangerous. And just beautiful, handsome sons that you can grow up, little pretty boy. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Little handsome little thing. And I ain't saying that because hey, it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yes. Stay off my. Stay off. You know that's daddy's. But it's a work in progress. Still a lot to get done. But nothing I can't handle. We're gonna be wrapping up some major projects this year, and we will take it from there. But ain't that beautiful? Is that not a beauty? Shalom.